Evening, a new trading day is dawning on overseas stock markets after a week that saw the global economy in turmoil and the American financial sector on the brink of collapse. The tide began turning on Friday after a series of short-term interventions gave investors room to breathe, and all eyes will be on Wall Street tomorrow to see if the rebound lasts. But tonight the focus is on Washington, where members of Congress are working on a multi-billion-dollar bailout package to prevent financial disaster. CTV's Joy Malvin now with what's at stake.
Financial tsunami. One of the ugliest days I have ever seen.
Nightmare on Wall Street.
Doom and gloom on the comedy shows.
We got no money and no time.
If they're laughing at the biggest market meltdown since the Great Depression, does that mean America's back from the brink? On the talk shows, the government's top money man was out to calm markets and reassure the country.
It could be a considerable cost, and I don't like the fact that the American taxpayer is bearing that burden, but it is far better than the alternative.
The price tag? $700 billion. Count the zeros in that. The plan? Buy back all the bad mortgages from troubled financial institutions and get the economy back on its feet.
This is really a psychological move, just to restore confidence among the financial institutions who have stopped borrowing and selling debt to each other.
Sounds like costly therapy, but it seems there was no choice.
The house of cards was much bigger. Started to stretch beyond just Wall Street.
It was stretching to Main Street. Too many people unable to get home or car loans, too many people out of work, and too many, like Charlotte Forbes, watching her nest egg collapse.
Everything I have, all the money that I've saved and invested over the years.
And while there's enough blame to go around,
A regulatory system that was broken, there were excesses in the system.
I don't want the federal taxpayer to be at risk for that bad debt, and then the guy who incurred the debt gets tens of millions of dollars on the way out the door.
dealing with the bad guys will have to wait. There's a sense of urgency driving both parties.
We need to get this right. We need to do it quickly.
And this is not a time for people to be playing games.
With an eye on the markets, tonight in Washington, they're hashing out the details of the biggest bailout in American history in hopes of getting a deal on the president's desk as early as possible. Joy Malvin, CTV News, Washington.